Okay guys, welcome to the channel. Before we do get into our altcoin video today, make sure to check out our main YouTube channel, Mega Whale Crypto. This is going to be the link down below. It will take you to our primary channel where we post daily videos for Bitcoin focusing on the facts, the data, the technical and the structural information. If you want even more content, you can join us on Telegram. It is the third link down below. You'll get access to charts, updates, videos, educational posts, and of course, everything you need to stay in the loop of cryptocurrency with Bitcoin and of course the relevant economic news. And if you want to take it even a step further, you can join our private VIP. We post trading setups with exact entries, exact targets, exact stop losses, trade justification, and exclusive analysis, as well as access to 5 different group chats. If that is what you're interested in, contact us in the pinned comment of the free channel for more information. Without further ado, let's dive into our altcoin analysis. Okay guys, let's go ahead and jump into it, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the total 3 market cap and Bitcoin dominance, discussing the upcoming altcoin season, what that would look like, why we are likely to see an altcoin season based on historical, structural and technical data, and most importantly, what would be the invalidations of this theory, what would need to happen to eliminate the possibility of an altcoin season within 2024. Let's go ahead and jump in. So taking a look at this chart, this is our total 3 market cap. This is a fractal pattern based on both technical and structural levels from the 2021 cycle. This fractal pattern has 6 particular points. Point number 1 is going to be a reflection of the dead cap bounce high of the prior all-time high cycle. We can see the dead cap bounce high is going to extend as a horizontal resistance in both instances, which acts as a yearly resistance point, which acts also as a bullish trigger point for entrance into the parabolic phase, meaning when the price action breaks above point number 1, we enter point number 5, which is the parabolic phase of the altcoin cycle. So that is point number 1. Point number 2 is going to be our bear market resistance. We can see multiple rejections from this point in the bear market over a course of around 2 years. Again, we can see point number 2 over here, which acted as that bear market resistance. When we finally break above point number 2, we enter point number 3. And point number 3 is simply a weekly consolidation above point number 2. Again, not a very volatile consolidation. We don't see all that much price action in altcoins. We start to see some early runners front run, such as what we saw with AVAX. We saw Link start to front run again, but not all that much price action really develops, other than the fact that we have broken above our bear market resistance and we are moving into a macro uptrend. That is when we enter phase number 4. Phase number 4 is the initiation of the bull run, is when altcoins start to move upwards, maybe retest their macro uptrending resistances and their macro resistance and trigger points, which we are currently seeing. But phase number 4 also contains the largest altcoin pullback we see as well within the uptrend for altcoins, within the uptrend cycle. And this is going to be a 30 to 40% correction, which is a reflection of a rejection from the pi cycle high to the midlines of the pi cycle, the green and yellow moving averages, represented by the circle. And we can see we have already seen that in this cycle. We saw a 30 to 40% correction for most altcoins, resulting in a correction towards those pi cycle midlines. And again, this has acted as a launch pad in history from historical price action, which eventually breaks above point number 1 and sends us into that parabolic phase. Again, a break through point number 1 is what triggers us to enter a parabolic phase. So right now we are sitting within point number 4. We are not quite in that parabolic phase, but from a structural and technical perspective, we are still expecting a continuation through that level. There are 2 invalidations of this theory. Invalidation number 1 will come from a structural perspective. Invalidation number 2 will come from a technical perspective, and they both hold different weights. An invalidation from a technical perspective is less serious than an invalidation from a structural perspective. Let's move into it. So if we were to invalidate this pattern from a technical perspective, we would need to see a weekly candle close underneath the low short moving average, which is the green line of the pi cycle moving average. A weekly close under that level would be something we did not see in 2021 and would invalidate at least from a technical perspective, the altcoin season. But that is not the worst thing. For us to properly invalidate the altcoin season and be sure that the altcoin season will not occur, we would need to see the price action break underneath point number 2. A loss of point number 2, which is the bear market support, we would need to see a break under that level, and that would indicate we have entered back into a high time frame downtrend, or otherly known as a new bear market for altcoins. This of course would invalidate the possibility for a movement into phase number 5 into the parabolic phase. However, neither of those two scenarios have developed yet or occurred, and therefore we are still expecting us to travel as per what we have seen in the past, with accordance to our technical and our structural validations into the next altcoin season. Moving over to Bitcoin dominance, we can see Bitcoin dominance is coming up to retest a major point of resistance. Again, this is a historical level of resistance and support. We are currently retesting this as a potential area of resistance. We could see a classic support resistance flip here. Again, a breakdown from this level, a rejection from this level will result in altcoins gaining against their Bitcoin pairs. This again could facilitate a continuation into altcoin season, provided the total cryptocurrency market cap increases at the same time we see a rejection in Bitcoin dominance. If we see Bitcoin dominance break through this resistance, we will likely see Bitcoin continue to gain against their altcoin pairs, meaning altcoins will do less in terms of percentage return as according to Bitcoin. Now, this would not invalidate the altcoin season, but it definitely could delay it. If we do see Bitcoin dominance increase through this resistance and we see the total cryptocurrency market cap drop, that could invalidate the altcoin season. So again, the total cryptocurrency market cap, or what happens with the total market cap, is a key piece of the puzzle to understand what is going to happen. We don't just look at dominance, we look at dominance and then contextualize with what the total cryptocurrency market cap is doing. So to summarize that again, if Bitcoin dominance drops and the total market cap increases, we'll see altcoin season. If Bitcoin dominance drops and the total market cap decreases, we see the market correct, Bitcoin and altcoins alike, but we see altcoins correct slightly less. If we see Bitcoin dominance rise and the total market cap increases, we see the market increase, Bitcoin and altcoins alike, but Bitcoin will outperform altcoins. And if we see Bitcoin dominance increase and the total cryptocurrency market cap decrease, we will see the market correct and we'll see both Bitcoin and altcoins drop, but altcoins will drop more aggressively than Bitcoin. So out of the 4 scenarios, one of those scenarios leads to an altcoin rally, which is again the total market cap increasing and Bitcoin market cap decreasing. So let's go ahead guys and end off the video there. Thank you for watching. A quick summary and a quick little explanation of the upcoming alt season. Hope you enjoyed and found it useful. Catch you in the next one. Cheers. I'd like to introduce our partner BitUnix. BitUnix is a global non-KYC, no country restriction exchange, making it a perfect exchange to trade on if you're from the USA, from Canada, the Netherlands, or just prefer to trade without KYC. This exchange is a futures and spot exchange with over 200 different trading pairs and some of the lowest fees in the game. If you sign up with my link down below, you'll get access to 15% off your trading fees, as well as an exclusive reward center where you can claim up to a multitude in USDT prizes. So go ahead and sign up with my link down below for 15% off, and I'll see you in there.